Epic, baby, epic. Just finished a 1 hour long diatribe, dude, madness. Now I just got done with the gnarly yoga class. So I'm pretty convinced after that yoga class, it felt so good to stretch out in hot Bikram yoga for 90 minutes. I'm pretty sure that God does not hate the yoga, because it was stretching me out. I was like, I'm doing this every day. I got a month-long pass, you know. So I'm doing the yoga. This is the cleanse. We're going double up. This is the clean green with the cucumbers, celery, kale, cilantro, dill, lemon, and coconut water. Next level. Just got out of a gnarly hot yoga class. Oh, praise the Lord. This is the cleanse powder. I'm trying to convince as many people as I possibly can. If you have any kind of constipation, and you do, everybody has constipation, because very rarely does anyone live off like a mucusless diet for several years and do several long water fasts to get it all out of there. But you're slowly but surely hydrating the colon with the juices, and then you're using the psyllium husk as a broom and the herbs to soften everything. So, you know, the juice and the living water softens everything. Then the herbs in here soften everything, and then the psyllium husk expands, and it just creates these amazing logs of poop. And you just poop all that stuff out, and you're like, oh, it just feels incredible to take one of these cleanse dumps, especially like a double dose. So this is 8. You know, it says take 4 on the bottle, which is for mere mortals, yes. That's going to be a much more slower process for sure, which you should go slow and steady. So try 4 at first, but then I recommend on my protocols to take 8. And then I'll do a double or triple dose. And when you get into the double and triple dose, and you drink a bunch of water too, so it's all waterlogged in there, and the psyllium husk absorbs all that water and scrapes all that gunk and junk off the sides of the gastrointestinal tract. You just take these amazingly, it feels so good. You're just like, it just feels so wholesome to take a nice cleansed poop, and you just feel the cleanliness of your colon. That's what it feels like. You take a big dump, and you turn around and look at it, and you're like, God, I'm awesome, you know, and then your colon feels so clear, and then your head gets clearer too, you know. Eight, pill popper. I'm a junkie, man. I'm a pill popping junkie. All the herbs and enzymes you can imagine, baby. I'm telling you, I just ordered another 1,000-count bag. I'm gonna eat those like candy while I'm drinking all this juice. I'm just living off liquids, baby. That's amazing. I'm living off liquids and enzymes, and I'm telling you, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, oh, I'm on the internet and I'm gonna blow smoke up your ass, but I do feel better than I've ever felt in my life. And I try to share as much as I can about what I had to go through, but everybody's going through it, and you go through these phases. And I went through a long phase ever since the COVID of massive growth is what it was now in hindsight. But during that time, it was more of a meat grinder, you know? And now that I'm on the other side of a fairly large chunk of it through processing a lot of unresolved inner emotional crap, I'm just having to face it, just having to sit there with it. There's still definitely some work to do. In fact, people think I'm crazy when I say this, but I'm literally just getting started. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to see how all the falsehood of all the fake pleasures and stuff, of all those habits of a society where we grew up, and it was like, well, you're missing out, and you got to go out to dinner, and you got to have zippity bang bang bop bop foods, you know, and you're like, it's better to just eat a few bananas and go to sleep. You know what I mean? And that being said, I'm also very eclectic and diversified in my dietary choices. I know people are like, mushrooms are bad for you, and I'm like, I started taking the lion's mane, and it was like, I was like, okay, whoa, that actually works. Just a big old scoop of those lion's mane mushrooms. And so, but I understand mycelium and how works as a communication network. And then there's a lot of other people that have more of these sort of pseudo kind of puritanical, sort of hygienic, limited, but then not really able to expand into another level of awareness where you can see that you can start using these different elements and the creation around you in the various forms to, you know, sort of create a diversity within your consciousness, your DNA, your microbiology. And then you become this kind of this dynamic weirdo that doesn't just eat like the main 12 soy, corn, you know, wheat, blah, 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 whatever those 12 main things that are get eaten, you know, on planet Earth that make up everything. Well, there's 7 kinds of corn chips. Yeah, but it's all made out of corn, and then the corn syrup, and then the corn feed, and then even the cows are made out of corn. You know what I mean? So you see that, but we want those crops. Don't get me wrong. We want those crops, but we would really be smart to be growing all organic, biodynamic, and then some of those more of those heirloom grains and stuff you could soak and sprout and make really good bread and cakes with some honey and herbs and things like that, where you've got sprouted grains and sprouted lentils that haven't been sprayed with the glyphosate and all that crap. But it's the glyphosate tearing everybody to pieces and a lot of the other garbage. And that's why you have to be very mindful and then also do periodic fasting too, just to get all of that out of there, that you can't escape the inundation. And also keeping the colon clean with the juicing and the fruits and the vegetables. I like some of the rougher vegetables too for the brooming action. You know, whatever you decide to do, you know, this is a more concentrated, you know, herbal formula, whereas it's going to have a little bit more of a different function because of the way that the pectins in the psyllium husk expand. And the broccoli is going to have those plant fibers that are going to be good for the microbes, but also have that sweeping capacity too. So there's 100, but so if you're one of those people that's like overweight, or you have a belly, or you have congestion, or you have some gastrointestinal disturbances, more of a concentrated chronic cleanse powder like this could be very useful to help you get yourself back on track. You know, so you can start losing weight, feeling better, getting rid of all the diseases and stuff, so you can have a happy, healthy, joyful, blissed out life. Fresh. Dude, we're doing it, dude. I'm making some people happy and pissing some people off, so I guess I'm right on track. Can you dig it, baby? Because that's what's if you be yourself, you're gonna piss some people off. Other people are gonna love you and be inspired by you. And that's what I've got to do now, is try to find some kind of authenticity where it's like, look, I'm kind of lazy. I don't even really believe in my own beliefs. I'm probably gonna piss you off if you're like a hardcore Christian or whatever, and you don't want to hear me talking about Sivananda writing about Jesus. Then you get this great perspective. This is the book here, Sadhana by Swami Sivananda. I had a bunch of questions about that. It's a little bit more advanced, so if you get it and you can't process it, don't blame me. It's a little bit more advanced, but hey, I'm advanced, baby. Can you dig it? God bless you. 10-minute video. Remember the old days by the RV? Those were the good old days. Those were the days when I liked you, Dan. Now you're a dick. Oh well. Sorry.